Welcome back to Arkham Reactor. So, we're on song number, in theory, 2 of the album. I'm not doing intro, and I'm not doing Alone again because I've heard it. We've just done Faded Out, and I thought that was pretty good. It was decent. It was hard rock and exactly what I was kind of expecting. I've heard comments that this album's more of a hard rock than what we're kind of originally used to the old Asking Alexandria when it came to kind of metalcore with the Black Album, Stand Up and Scream, Reckless and Relentless. Yep, Reckless and Relentless, From Death to Destiny. Self-titled was kind of more hard rock with a wee bit of metal. And the last album was just kind of mainly rock. So we're off to start with Alone again. It was a bit more Avenged Sevenfold. It was hard. It was pretty much Alone Again was pretty much Avenged Sevenfold meets Asking Alexandria, which was unexpected but was more than welcomed. Faded Out was just kind of hard rock with a few kind of twists to it, with high guitar pitch screams and Danny with a just a wee mini rap part, if I could label it as rap. But this song here, Never Gonna Learn, has a music video instead of the last one, which was just kind of a more of a visualizer. So we're just gonna get straight into it and see what we think about it. So let's go.
How many times do I have to learn my lesson before I learn my lesson now? Somebody help me, please tell me that I'm dreaming. I keep repeating my actions, expecting different reactions, but the same thing keeps on happening. Somebody help me, please tell me that I'm dreaming. I miss when I was blissful and ignorant. I thought we said we'd take our time. Why do I always jump in blindly? It's like I'm trying to find something to fill a hole inside of me. But I can't, but I can't, but I can't. Can't stand the cycle, I'm stuck inside a cycle, repeating myself over and over. Somebody help me, please tell me that I'm dreaming. I'm trying to change or release. I keep on saying I'm trying to turn the page on my bullshit. Somebody help me, please tell me that I'm dreaming. I miss when I was blissful and ignorant. I thought we said we'd take our time. Why do I always jump in blindly? It's like I'm trying to find something to fill a hole inside of me. I keep learning my lesson.
Right, we're gonna pause and we're gonna go back, right? Just a few things. Drums are definitely on point, and it's the drums in this song is kind of what I'm liking the most. To be honest, folks, on this channel, but you're just gonna get it as brutally honest as I can. What I think about it, other people might differ from opinions. That's totally within their right. It's same with ours as well. Although Big G isn't here, you probably have round about a similar opinion or maybe a different opinion. Big G's probably almost not going to like this because of its hard rock. Maybe Big G might like it because he likes different types of things. However, This one's a lot slower than Faded Out, right? I'm just going to put that there. You can't say that I'm wrong because it's definitely slower. It's not as heavy as well, which, although with this type of music and the type of lyrics, I think in theory the pace of this is a lot more suited to the lyrics. Um, I've got the lyrics up there on the other screen, and I'm watching the music video and reading lyrics at the same time. The tempo is a lot more suited to this. Drums are on point. The guitars are just as the guitars are. They're just always good with asking Alexandria. And Danny's voice, you can't really argue with Danny's voice and say that it's bad. He's suited for screaming metalcore, but he's also suited for things like this as well. He's overall with Danny's voice, it's usually on point. The song and the tempo overall, it reminds me of a few. It reminds me of a few bands that I can kind of compare them to and think, yeah, this is what they would sort of do in a way, but it's got Asking Alexandria. You can tell it's Asking Alexandria. I could maybe say it's more, in theory, like a rather Alter Bridge, or Shinedown, or a few other bands like that. It's more this is their band's kind of space, if you will, and Asking Alexandra's just kind of dipping their toe in, and overall it's working. I can't say that I don't like the song because it's good, but it's just so far just not my it's just not my realm, in a sense. But we're just gonna go back and see how the song finishes and see if the opinion changes from there. As I said, you're gonna get it as brutally honest as I can give you. So we're just gonna go back to 2 minutes and let's finish it. This bit right here, this is what reminds me of Shinedown. This bit here, we're just gonna go back and listen to it again. It starts off like Brent Smith would do it. It reminds me of Shinedown. What a voice. So, just a few wee things to kind of go over, and then we're going to move on to the next one, which would be if I can erase myself. A few things. The bit where I paused and I rewinded again, that bit there just reminds me of Brent Smith with Shinedown. I can't really compare it to anything else, but that's what that reminds me of. Tempo and things like that of the song, fairly slow, fairly on point with what you would get by hard rock or kind of just rock in general. And the vocal belt there of Danny just kind of at the end was, you know, Danny can belt, and when he does something like that, then you just know it's going to be good. I'm going to be honest and criticize all you will, if you will. It's not my cup of tea. This one in general, not my cup of tea. However, Alone Again and Faded Out definitely were more of up my street, but with an album, in general, with any album, there's going to be some songs that you might not agree with in total. It might take you a few more listens, and that's when I'm going to listen to it a few more times. And if the opinion changes over a few more listens, then probably am going to pin a comment at the top of this reaction, just saying from an update of what has changed and if there's anything else that I've noticed. But the guitars there reminded me there's a lot of hard rock influences in this song, and I can't pinpoint. I know there was a bit of Brent Smith from Shinedown. Guitars and the guitars have a certain band to them, and I can't tell exactly where they're influenced from. It's not the same, definitely not the same. But when you listen to it, you can kind of pick out who that exactly sounds like. But as you know, the guitarists in Alexandria are talented in their own way, so they might have just thinking, oh, I've heard this, I like this, let's change it up a bit and let's put it into somewhere. But overall, not my cup of tea from the get go. It might grow on me, it might not, but overall, from what I've heard so far in the 3 minutes and 21 seconds that we've listened to this song, it is just not my cup of tea, unfortunately. However, the first two songs in the album that I've listened to have been, so it's just it might be a case of you might like half an album, might like some songs. From where I'm getting from this already, it seems like from the first two that I've heard, I will listen to the intro, just not as a reaction. It's going to be quite a controversial album for people. Although the Asking Alexandria fans, including myself, may find some songs we like, some songs we dislike. Unfortunately, Never Gonna Learn has been one of them songs. Great lyrics, just not my cup of tea, unfortunately. As most of the band are British. I will say cup of tea, because I'm Scottish, so we do drink cups of tea up here as well, just not as often. But apart from that, folks, we're going to move on to If I Can Erase Myself and Then Find Myself today. And then on, I think, Monday or Tuesday, I'll release the rest of them when I do eventually get to record them. I'm limited on time today, so I will get them done at the beginning of next week. Today is Friday, so these reactions that I record today will be out today. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed this reaction. Also, we have some links in the description. We've got the Discord where you can come and talk to us and recommend reactions. Big G hasn't heard much of Asking Alexandria, so when he does come back, we're going to take him through some of the older stuff and try and put him onto some of the newer stuff as well. I think we've done one Blackfield Brides reaction for him as well. I think it was Faithless, and I think he enjoyed that. So these two were kind of Asking Alexandria, Blackfield Brides, were the kind of era of metalcore I grew up with since about high school, since I was at 10, 11. They were kind of my era of kind of metalcore or that type of kind of music. So check the links in the description as well. This video will be in the original description as well if you want to watch it without me talking all over it. And we'll see you in the next one.